Are you tired of chasing household expenses? Is money tight for you? I've been thinking about this for a while and I've come up with a solution. Here's a question for you, and I really, really, really want you to think about it. Do you play an instrument? Do you play the guitar? Do you play the piano? Have you taken piano lessons for years? Are you a singer? It doesn't really matter what instrument. I'm telling you, if you can play it, and you don't have to be an expert, but if you can play it, you can teach it. Hey, my name is Lise. This channel is all about helping you develop the teacher mindset. You can start your music teaching practice. You can take on students. You can retain them. You can have fun. And you can even monetize your work. I'm serious. You can monetize your work. This may be a solution to some of the financial stress that might be affecting your life. I guess you're thinking right now, and I bet you I can guess what you're thinking. If I have it right, put it in the comments. I bet you're thinking that you're not too sure if you play good enough to teach. You're not sure if you have the playing ability to even apply it into a teaching setting. You've never done it before. I'm here to encourage you and be your business guide. I'm going to help you develop your confidence and build some fail-proof strategies that are going to get you to your goal for having some financial freedom. I want to get personal now. Let's talk about you. I'm going to read this. I got to take off my glasses. I always forget, is it nearsighted when you can see really good near? Or is it farsighted when you can see really good near? I don't know. I forget. But right now I have to take my glasses off because I'm going to read this. First, we're going to get personal. There's nobody like you. You are unique. Your uniqueness and the things that make you be who you are those things that are going to help you create your teaching style. They're going to be part of your brand. They're going to be some of the things that people remember about you and want to refer new students to you because of that quirkiness that you may have. So I'm going to read some of these things. Really think about this too. Number 1, do you have a sense of humor? Do you like to laugh? I remember back in the day, my music teachers were all so deadly serious. Nobody laughed. We were just terrified. I mean, at least I'll talk more about that some other time. But my experience with my teachers was that it was awfully serious. I don't remember laughing with my music teacher. So if you have a sense of humor and you like to laugh, that's going to be something you're going to really want to exploit with people that you're inviting into your home. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. Number 2. Are you sarcastic? Are you edgy? Do you have no fear telling the brutal truth? The brutal truth. That's my style. It's not the style that everybody likes, but I've had lots and lots of students in my life and did really well. I'm kind of a, I'm kind of a, what do I want to call myself? I've been kind of a tough love teacher a little bit. A fun, tough love teacher. I'll tell you the brutal truth. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Are you creative? Do you like to draw? Do you like to cook? Be thinking about this. Are you a creative person? Here's another one. Are you young, old, or in between? And does that matter? For anything you do in life, are you young enough? Are you too old? Are you just perfect? Those are things that we want to think about. Here's another one. Are you genuinely happy, or are you having some difficulties with depression? Because these are things that you intuitively will be able to see some of these traits with your students. And you may be the perfect fit because you have some of these issues as well. We're all humans after all. Here's another one. Are you healthy, or do you get sick a lot? Can you get motivated, or do you tend to be a slacker? Are you single? Do you have a family? Do you have kids? Do you have pets? Is your household crazy? And here's one last thing to think about. Just because we're talking frankly, do you have the perfect body, or are you carrying too much weight? Has nothing at all to do with teaching music lessons out of the home. Actually, it does, because if you're a depressed person, you might have a hard time keeping up with the structure of it. In my experience, not everybody has the qualities to teach, especially one-on-one. I discovered I'm good at it. It's a skill set, and that's why we're here on Music Teacher Mentor, so I can help you develop that mindset. What can you gain from watching and participating in Music Teacher Mentor YouTube channel? You can gain a lot. I've been teaching for 40 plus years, and I have got a lot to talk about. Music instruction is a fantastic way to share your knowledge. It's a fantastic way to influence someone else's life. It's a fantastic way to become self-employed. You can call it a second income, and that's what I like to call it, a second income stream. You can call this a passion project. You can call it a side hustle. I don't really like calling uh, music instruction a side hustle, because I'm not doing anything hustling on the side. I'm hustling full time, or at least I did hustle full time. So let's just call it a second income stream. How about that? There are a couple of reasons why teaching from home is an excellent idea. You can have flexibility and a lot of independence. Flexibility for if you've got a family thing coming up, or the holiday season's coming and you need a little extra time. You can organize these breaks with your students. Another good reason why teaching at home could be a really potentially good option for work is that you've got low overhead costs. You're not paying rent. You're not doing any kind of studio time where you might be paying commission on a studio, or you might be paying commission per lesson if you're teaching at a music store. So there's a lot of flexibility for structuring your practice the way that you want, that works best for you. I'm going to tell you a little story right now. And this is how this whole, well, it's not how the whole idea started, because I've been thinking about this. But last summer, in the very beginning of the summer, I was scrolling through a Facebook thread in a local community of ours. And there was a young guy. He said he was 17, and he was posting. He was looking for yard work. Any kind of handyman work, any kind of yard work. And I looked at that, and he had put a picture of himself on the post. He's kind of a long-haired-ish, about like to hear guy. He was wearing a t-shirt, and when I kind of looked in a little bit at it, I could see that he was wearing a Black Sabbath t-shirt with a great big picture on the front with Ozzy Osbourne. So I went ahead and texted him, and I said, I like your t-shirt. What kind of work are you really looking for? And he kind of explained it again. He said, I'm looking for yard work, something kind of quarter time. It's just to get, earn a little bit of extra cash. So I told him, I said, it looks like you really like Black Sabbath. And he was, yeah, I do. And I said, "What's your favorite Black Sabbath song?" And he said, "Oh, I like them all." I said, "Well, do you play Iron Man?" He says, "Yeah, Iron Man." I said, "Is it easy?" He says, "Yep, Iron Man's a really easy song to play." And then I took a minute and then I typed to him, "So you play the guitar?" And he goes, "Yep." And then the big question came out. I said, "Do you think that you could teach that song to the 10-year-old who has a guitar? He attends your church and you don't think he's taking music lessons or anything. Do you think you could teach him that song?" He said, "Absolutely, I can teach that song." Well, voila, guess what? This guy just is going to get his first guitar lesson taught to him to teach to the kid. If you want, you can go to the video's description. I put a link to the Black Sabbath doing Iron Man, and then I put a couple of PDF files that I had put together for teaching my students. You might get a kick out of looking at that, and you might be able to, if you want, and I give you total permission, go ahead and print those off and use them for your first guitar lesson that you teach to the 10-year-old at church. Let's talk about this first before you take any students. I want you to really think about this. And I'm going to read a little bit again. You got to figure out who your first student is. You got to figure out, what would my first student look like? So here are a couple examples. And I've taught all of these people over the years. And I think that if you have an open heart and you're willing to learn and grow with your students, you'll probably get a few of these too. It's quite a challenge and a lot of fun. So here's a couple. You got a mommy, she calls. She has a 7-year-old daughter who has begged them for piano lessons. They have a keyboard at home. Nobody knows how to play it. And this little gal, she's got a cousin in another town who takes piano lessons and loves it. So they want to take lessons with you. Here's another one. You have the 9-year-old boy who got a Squire Electric for Christmas, and they also got him a Mustang amp. He's got a friend who takes lessons with another guy in town, but the guy, the parents called him, the other guy, he's full. He doesn't have any room to take any more students. And all of a sudden they found out about you, or maybe that other teacher recommended you because they've heard that you're teaching. That's a really good student to take if you are a guitar player and you can teach what you know. Okay, here's another one. 16-year-old girl, she wants to audition. Well, she's in high school. She's a singer. She wants to audition for the musical coming up, Annie. She's a little bit scared about it. Her mom said, why don't we get you some voice lessons so you feel confident when you go do the audition? They've heard about you. They call. This is a perfect student if you're a singer. You might be able to really help her. Okay, here's another one. A 32-year-old lady calls. She's married. She's got a bunch of kids. She played piano from age 11, but she's dropped it. It's been decades since she played piano. But her kids are singing Christmas carols at school. They're getting ready for the Christmas concert and stuff. And, it's about a month and a half off. And she's got this idea in her head that maybe she'd like to take some piano lessons and learn a couple of Christmas songs that she can play at the Christmas family party. That's a perfect student to take. She'll have a really good time, and she'll be taking piano lessons with you for a year later, after Christmas is already passed. Okay, let's see, here's another one. Oh, I love this. You got a 45-year-old man calls you. He plays guitar. He's been playing for years. He's stale. He's bored. He's tired. He can't stand the music he's playing. And he's heard about you. He calls and says, I need an injection of some new musical ideas. He's a perfect guitar student to take. Can you keep up with him? Okay, here's one. You get a 64-year-old lady calls you. She wants to audition for the Sweet Adeline's music group. That's an a cappella group. They're all over the country. They're really fun to do. Um, she's not sure what she needs to do in order to audition. She doesn't know the plan. Well, like me, after a lot of years of experience, I knew exactly what the Sweet Adelaides required in terms of auditioning. So I had her come to the house and we did a free lesson and we ran through some exercises, which gave me a lot of clues about her singing voice and whether she'd be accepted into Sweet Adeline group. And we went from there. That's a good student. And then my favorite, this is my favorite student of all time. And I've had a lot of these. You've got an older man. He's 70, 71, 72. He's older. Maybe he's even 80. He's got a lot of money. And he collects guitars. He's one of those guys who's just got a ton of guitars. He's got Taylors, Martins. I mean, he's got like $5,000 Gibson J45s hanging. They're all hanging on the wall. But the problem that he's having is that he's got arthritis in his hands. And he just, he's been trying to work with chord books. He took with a teacher years ago and didn't like the teacher. But he's been trying to work with guitar books, trying to put his fingers down, and his hands just won't work. So he's thinking maybe taking with a different teacher might give him some more ideas because he does have a love for music. Maybe teaching him some classical music, maybe teaching him how to read notes. Maybe it's a lot more than just him learning how to play Iron Man by Black Sabbath. That's not the kind of student he's going to be. You can really have fun with a student like this. They'll take lessons with you for years. And I got a really good story about one of my guys. I'll tell you about that another time. It's really hysterical how that went down with him. I think he took lessons with me about 3.5 years. The cast of potential students is vast. They will teach you how to teach from the skill set they bring to lesson, and you both will grow at the same time. Okay, think about this. Somebody called, you'd put up some flyers, they heard about you, somebody had referred you, and your first call came in, and you took a student, and they're coming on Tuesday, which is 2 days away, for a guitar lesson. They're 8. And they're coming at 4 o'clock that afternoon. Oh, good Lord, what are you going to do? Okay, here comes the fun part. I'm a teacher. And you got to do homework. Now, I don't like the term homework. So I've been thinking, what could we call it? We are going to call it your mission. Every time you get a homework assignment, which is going to be probably every video, because this is a step-by-step how to develop your music teaching business, there's going to be a mission. I'm going to put my glasses on. What are the things that qualify you to teach music? I've got a few. We're going to go over 3 things. I've got some. I put them in the comments. So let's have you put your 3 things in the comments. I'll put mine in. Mine are, number 1, I'm a better than average guitar player. I've been playing since I was 11 years old, and I've been playing nonstop, and I've been teaching for 40 plus years. So I'm a better than average guitar player, and I'm going to boast a little bit, but I think I'm a better than average music teacher as well, just because of the decades of doing it. Number 2, I am an organized person. I'm not type A, but I'm an organized person. I like having my act together. I don't like being nervous and not prepared. So I guess you can call me a planner. And number 3, I pretty much like most people. Not everybody, of course, you're going to run into some poopers, but I pretty much like most people. And most importantly is I have always liked my music students. Every once in a while you'll get a stinker, but generally I have liked my students. So those are my 3 qualifiers. What are yours? So if you're interested in learning more about becoming a music teacher, a private music teacher, and teaching out of your home, go to this video up here. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. I'm all new to this YouTube thing. Let's see. Maybe I'll point to this direction and that'll be better. Go to this video. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. And that's all I got to say for this time. So, over and out. Bye.